welcome back to the Why So Series podcast. Brandon, Mike, and Devin are back. Danielle's not with us today, but she was on the other night for our Insecure review, so you can check her out there. But we're back for another episode of Why So Series podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, anywhere you get your podcasts at. But today we have a special guest with us. We have Reese from the Introverted Nerd Watches Podcast. What's going on?
Hello, everybody.
Hey, so
okay,
not be
wait.
excited because you're.
No, before you start, that song, I recognize that song.
Yes, that's Razor Ramon.
Yeah, I knew that. Okay, I was like, I know that's not a white guy. That couldn't just be. That had to be somebody with some flavor. Because those regular white people, they use the rock music all the time. I remember that.
She's not wrong. I don't even watch this one.
Razor Ramon. You know the funny thing? Razor Ramon is a white guy.
Oh.
They have a white guy playing the Cuban guy.
Oh, yes. Okay. So he wasn't supposed to be white.
No, he wasn't supposed to be white. The character was Cuban. So you had that right. So
every time I hear that shit, though, I be thinking about like an 80s montage and shit. Like I should be doing something to get ready for like a big competition or something.
With like all white on, right? In Miami.
Yeah.
So Reese, how are you doing today?
I'm all right.
Good.
Happy to be here.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Reese is in this podcast group that we're in, and that's how I found her show. And I was like, I need her to come on this show because she's awesome. So can you tell everybody about your show and how it got started and everything?
Well, the Introverted Nerd Watches is just me talking about, giving the black girl version opinion on all of my favorite shows. All of the shows that I watch, because I don't love all the shows that I podcast about, but it really started with Saved by the Bell. I used to listen to another Saved by the Bell podcast, and the
what was
host,
it called?
Go Bayside.
Oh, yo, there's this crazy. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
There's this crazy thing on Amazon Prime. It's called Fuck Zach Morris.
Yeah.
And that shit is everything.
What is that? What the hell?
I've seen one called Zach Morris's Trash.
Yep. There's a whole bunch of that stuff out there. Because Zach Morris is trash. He's a sociopath. He's a terrible person. But no, I listened to Go Bayside, and the host of that show was a woman. She was a comedian, and most of her guests were white dudes, and they would always come on and talk about Kelly Kapowski.
Kelly wasn't even fun like that.
I like Kelly. That. She was, she was Kelly. She was whatever. But
Lisa.
Yes, Lisa Turtle. That's who I was always a fan of. It was Lisa Turtle and Laura Winslow. That was who I loved growing up. So they never talked about Lisa, and none of the guys came on. They didn't really like Lisa. No, everybody ignored her. So I started my podcast to be sort of a Lisa love fest, and then I realized the reason they didn't talk about Lisa is because Lisa was not that big a part of the show. And I remember her more, I don't know, she was such a big part of, me watching the show growing up. But watching as an adult, I'm like, Lisa was barely in this show. And it made me, it really upsets me. She's below Screech.
Oh, yeah, no question.
That, hurts my heart. It broke my heart. Because I watch every episode, hoping to see a whole lot of Lisa and remembering a whole lot of Lisa. But, she was just there being cute in her outfits and her ponytail. But
how many Lisa-centric episodes did we get? You watched the whole thing, so how many did we get all total?
Okay, so I skipped Good Morning Miss Bliss. They count that as the first season, but that's a whole different show.
Right.
So I don't watch that, and I didn't do that for the podcast. But so far, and I'm in the 4th season right now, I would say maybe 2 or 3.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
That was more than
maybe.
That was more than I thought, though. More than I thought.
Maybe. And that's a real big, because I haven't been counting how many are Lisa-centric, but there's maybe 2 or 3 episodes that are Lisa-centric. and she's like really in the background, like really in the background. It is so, like, Lisa can barely get a love interest. If there's not a black guy around, because I just did an episode that's going to come out tomorrow, where Lisa gets a love interest, but he doesn't like her. He doesn't like her.
Craziness.
Yeah, no, he's a black guy. So yeah.
Brandon, do you?
Started, so.
My bad. Brandon, do you feel like growing up that we had to, like, with Power Rangers in general, like, do you feel like we really had to feel like Kelly was pretty?
No, Lark Voorhees was. Oh, who's Kelly? Who are you talking about?
No, who's Kelly? Who's the Pink Ranger?
You talking about Kimberly?
Kimberly. I know it's okay. Yeah. Do you feel like we're brainwashed to be like these white girls are pretty? Like,
no, Kimberly. Trini was the girl in that show.
Yeah, I like Trini much better. And then they had the black girl as the Yellow Ranger.
And then they had Tanya. Yeah, they had Tanya.
No, I don't think her name was Tanya.
Her name was definitely Latanya or Tanya, one of those. For the,
I feel like you're being racist
Ranger.
right now.
I'm not, Brandon, dude. Oh my God.
I feel like you're being racist.
Why we gotta go? Why do we have to go to the internet to get?
Because I'm about. I think it was Ashley.
That black girl's name was Trina.
No, Trini was the Asian Yellow Ranger.
That was so right.
Aisha. I knew it was something with an A.
Hold on. What? Who? What?
Yes.
I don't
Aisha.
Nope.
I knew it was something with an A.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you're too young. You gotta stay out of this conversation. See, there you go, being racist, trying to give her some type of stereotypical black name. But you got off topic. So what are you reviewing now? I just saw you put out a Fear the Walking Dead episode.
Yeah. Right now it's just Fear the Walking Dead and my rewatch is Saved by the Bell. But Fear the Walking Dead ends in like 2 weeks, and then Black Lightning comes back. So
yes.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to have you on for one of ours because we review that weekly. We love that.
Question: how do you feel about Fear the Walking Dead? Is it better than Walking Dead? Because I love to hear people's opinions on which they like more.
Both shows are not good right now. Okay, so I'm not the best person to ask because I got back into Fear the Walking Dead because of the crossover with Morgan. So I watched the first 2 seasons, and I think I watched like a couple episodes of the 3rd season, but I didn't stick with it. And then I got back into it because of Morgan. So yeah, and I haven't liked this Morgan crossover. And The Walking Dead, the last 2 seasons has been like almost unwatchable. Like if I wasn't tweeting about it, I live tweet with everybody. If I wasn't doing that, I would not watch the show.
That was the only.
Just bad.
That was the only way I made it through that. So I stopped watching the season where they came back and Negan killed everybody, where they showed who he killed. That was 2 seasons ago, right?
Yeah, season 7.
That was the last season I watched. And I it was like a chore to get through that. But I just enjoyed watching everybody complain on Twitter.
Yeah, that's the fun part.
That is the fun part.
Everybody. But that show is terrible. Like,
well,
it's
I'm
really
glad.
bad.
I'm not missing out. I've never watched any of those shows. I tried to watch Fear the Walking Dead like 2 episodes in, and I was like, yeah, I'm good on this. And yeah, I'm glad. Thank you.
So before we get into the show, what are you looking forward to in the fall? I know Black Lightning, you brought that up. Anything else coming back you looking forward to?
Not really. I mean, Stranger Things is coming back. What is that? Halloween. Mm-hmm. So I'm looking forward to that. And a lot of the stuff that I watch is coming out right now because it's on Netflix. So BoJack Horseman just came out. Iron Fist.
Okay.
Did you watch Ozark? Repeat that?
Did you watch Ozark season 2 yet?
No, I haven't watched. I haven't watched either season of that. That's on my queue, though.
Check it. Yeah, you gotta check it out. It's
on my list. That's what it's called, the list now.
Everybody keeps talking about Ozarks.
Yo, it's really good. First of all, if you ever want to see white people get it together when shit hit the fan and hold the family together doing the same thing, it's just like that, yo. All it really is a middle class worker. He's doing stuff for the mob, or this in this case it's a cartel. He fucked the money up, so they can't wash the money anymore. So the cartel dude says, "I'm gonna kill your family, and a lot of fallout happens, and it's great stuff. It's great to see a family unit come together under pressure. So yeah, definitely recommend it very highly.
There's too much TV. I don't have enough time for that.
I said the same thing. I said the same exact thing.
And the Flash and all those shows are about to come back too, right?
And they're trash.
Yep.
No, don't say that.
Yeah.
They're not
Flash
trash.
is.
The
Flash
The Flash is not trash. The Flash has some trash episodes.
Yeah, I might not watch it this season until like after it's all out. I'm not even kidding.
Last season was much better than the previous season.
Yeah, because that previous season was.
That season was trash.
That was bad.
Last season wasn't that great either, though.
No, it wasn't great, but it wasn't trash. It just had some trash episodes.
It was boring.
Yeah.
And then Brandon definitely got me to come around with Supergirl, because Supergirl was really good this season that I watched. And,
Supergirl season. This Supergirl season was good. I enjoyed that a lot.
Yeah.
Legends of Tomorrow is good as well.
I definitely.
Yeah, I love Legends.
Legends is great. And then Arrow's Arrow. But I have a feeling Arrow's going to be pretty good this season.
Yeah, I'm going to watch Arrow this
time. I've never seen an episode of Arrow.
Oh, and they have the Batwoman.
Yeah.
Is the Batwoman show coming out, or is she just going to be making a cameo?
She's going to be in the crossover in the fall, but her show's in development.
Okay, yeah.
So it's not. They haven't announced when it's coming out yet. All right.
I'm excited to see her.
Yes, absolutely. I love
Ruby
Batwoman. So the way we get started every week is we talk about what we did nerdy this past week. So we'll start with you, Reese. What have you done nerdy in the past week?
Watch TV. I watched BoJack Horseman. I've been watching Iron Fist. That's really good.
That's much better, right? I heard.
Yeah, come back to Iron Fist. You don't even have to watch the first season.
Dope.
Because they show, like, as soon as you start the first episode, they give you like a recap of the first season. That's all you really need. So yeah, that's really good. I discovered a new show called The Dragon Prince. That's also on Netflix. If you like Avatar: The Last Airbender, it's kind of like that. It's an anime, so.
Here we go.
Yeah, and there's only 9 episodes, so it's a quick watch. But that's all I've been doing. Watching TV.
Okay.
Watching those shows.
Mike, what have you done nerdy?
I caught up on my comic books.
What have you been reading?
Batman, Detective Comics. The Catwoman has 3 issues out now. I mean, there's not much to talk about on it yet, but it's still good. And what else did I read? Flash and Green Arrow. Infinity Wars, new story. And just today, I didn't pick it up yet, but the Black Label stuff sent out its first book. Apparently, they showed Batman's penis. I haven't seen it yet, but.
All right.
Did you hear about that?
No, I did not hear about the bat penis.
Look it up right now. That's the headline you're gonna see. Is that there's Batman's penis. I don't know anything about it or why. I haven't picked it up yet.
That's gonna be the name of this episode. Bat penis.
Bat penis.
Yeah. So apparently that's.
Why don't you read any Marvel? Every time you say this is Batman, Detective Comics, Catwoman, Batman, Justice League.
I got all into the comics, like current stuff at Rebirth, and so I've been reading since 1. But Marvel had already started, like I think 1 or 2 years before, so it's harder for me to get into the Marvel stuff now because I want to read it from start to finish. So I'm slowly getting on.
You never read it from the start to finish because Marvel's like one line since 1960.
I know that's not what I meant. I don't know. It's complicated. I don't know. I'm slowly I subscribe to their new Infinity War stuff.
You should read Fantastic Four. It's great.
See, I'm looking at Batman's penis right now.
Oh, you found it?
I didn't look at it. So look at it.
Thank you. That's gonna be like that. Is
I want to
definitely
see Batman's penis.
Share screen.
Yeah, it's on TMZ. They have a whole story about it. But
on there.
Yeah.
What does it look like?
It's all. I mean, it's in shadow. It's just,
you can't see it.
I don't know. It's a penis. No, click on. There's a link that says check it out. Click on it. It's like it's in shadow.
Masturbating?
No, and she's just walking
naked.
away naked.
Oh.
They kind of gave him a little dick.
I mean, it's not impressive.
Yeah, it's not. It's kind of little. Bruce Wayne's supposed to be like a playboy. I figured, the way the women love him.
The size of the
he probably gets hit
matters
there a
how
lot,
you use
I feel like.
I feel like that's a myth.
I don't know. Yeah. No.
Right.
Devin, what have you done nerdy? Oh, go ahead, Reese.
No, go ahead. I'm just looking at the penis.
Bat penis. I mean, that's the nerdiest shit I've done in quite some time is look at bat penis. So I meandered through the cities of the Great Pacific Northwest and Seattle with my iPhone, walking around the streets. And Brandon, I have trouble navigating my iPhone when it says walk. So that was fun and nerdy. There's a lot of eclectic people in Seattle, and Seattle was really cool. Did the Space Needle, went to the Pop Culture Museum, and just did little touristy things in Seattle, but it was all cool. I did get a cup of coffee, and it was pretty good.
Jealous.
From Starbucks?
No, don't you ever say that. You don't never say that name is in Seattle. Like, they hate them. Like, Starbucks is the devil. They literally have 120 stores in Seattle, like just in the city of Seattle, and that is overkill. On top of all the niche, like just mom and pop coffee shops, they have artisanal chocolate there, which is definitely tasty. So yeah, it was great.
Have you caught up on any of your anime?
I did watch Boruto and then Attack on Titan for the previous week, but I did not get caught up on my recent stuff. But yeah, I didn't watch anything on Netflix either. But I will watch Dragon Prince. That is my new thing. Thank you, Reese. I appreciate it. It's in my queue right now. Oh, my list. I'm sorry. We're hip.
Okay, so that's cool. So what did I do? I started watching Batman animated series. I keep pushing that back. I signed up for the DC Universe app, so I watched it on there. We'll talk about that in a
How much did that cost?
It's free to start, and it's $7.99 a month.
I heard it was okay. There wasn't enough stuff. People were saying.
Well, there wasn't enough comic books. Like, it's not an unlimited like Marvel, which is pissing me off. But they put all the animated movies on there. They put some of the old shows. So they have Batman the animated series, Superman the animated series, and some other DC shows. There's Wonder Woman cartoon, and then it has some other stuff. A few comic books, like Superman the movie. It has some old DC movies. So it just launched. So we'll see how it is in a couple months. But I'm gonna give it a shot. So I've been watching that. On Twitch, they've been live streaming Pokemon nonstop, 24 hours a day, till they get through all the seasons. Right now, they're on season 4. So every time we do a podcast, I have Pokemon on the other screen. And I've been watching that on Twitch a lot. So, yeah, Pokemon is interesting. I find Pokemon to be very interesting, the whole concept of it. But the more I watch it...
Watched it?
Yeah, I've watched it when I was younger. But the more I watch it now as like an adult, I'm like... They're really like making these animals their slaves and shit. Like they make them live in this little ball where he carries them around, and they only get to come out to like fight and train, and that's it.
Not Pikachu.
But no, yeah, and then Pikachu gets to walk out the entire time, and all the other Pokemon gotta be jealous and ready to slap Pikachu because he gets to be out.
Gotta.
It's so interesting to watch, but it makes me want to see like a movie and play like a open world game because I think it'd be so cool.
They're making one.
Well, they're making Let's Go Pikachu, which I've already pre-ordered. That comes out, but that's more like the Pokemon for when me and Devin were younger, the Black and Red. But they just made it into like modern HD version of it, which is kind of cool. So I've been doing that. Been reading my comic books.
It's an open world game, though.
What am I talking about? I forgot. I went to Keystone Comic Con to cover Keystone Comic Con and took a bunch of pictures. I talked to Althea Martinez, who did the illustrations for World of Wakanda. She was great. I talked to David Walker, who wrote Luke Cage and worked on the Luke Cage television show, and he's going to come on our show as well, which is cool.
What?
So
we out here blowing up.
So David Walker's going to come on the show.
Now. Devin, your turn to get a celebrity.
I was trying to get Nick Spencer because I love Nick Spencer. But he wasn't there when I was there. Both times. He was there, and then he was gone. And when I got there, he was gone. I was really upset. So I'm going to see if I can pull some things. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I also talked to Gail Simone on Twitter, and she may come on the show as well. And she's awesome.
She is awesome.
She's writing Domino right now. She used to do Batgirl. She's like the best, and she's like the super troll on Twitter.
Yeah, she's great on Twitter.
She's so good on Twitter. She trolls everybody, and it's awesome. So those are kind of the nerdy things that I've done recently. But I need to catch up on my comic books. 'Cause I'm looking at my thing now, and I'm like way behind on stuff. Way
Yeah,
behind.
me too.
How do you feel about like Pokemon movies? Because like I legit watch Pokemon movies on Hulu, and like wherever they come out, and like those Pokemon movies go.
I got a question before I answer that. Is Brock supposed to be black?
You know, that is a very interesting question because his hair is definitely ethnic, and
His skin is
definitely
darker.
Yeah.
I don't know if he's supposed to be black.
Reese, what do you think?
I don't know. I never thought about it.
He also
Like,
doesn't
he was
have
just
eyes.
the dark. He was just like a brown skinned white guy to me. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's
Maybe
what it is.
he's
Well,
like
we all know those
Hispanic.
tribute black dudes, Joe. We all know those tribute black dudes just be on a different type of journey, on a different type of walk. And Brock kind of fits that, yo. He got the little vest on. You know what I mean? He got a little Seattle in him.
Also, I'm trying to watch this to see if Pikachu ever evolves to Raichu. I don't think
No,
it does.
he was supposed to turn into Pika Blue
No, forget
because
Pikachu.
he like didn't evolve ever, and he got strong, and then he turned into Pika Blue.
Also, I have another question about Pokemon. I'm getting off on the tangent. So I'm watching some of these Pokemon, and I see like Blastoise, right? And I used to think Blastoise was really cool. But now as an adult, I'm like, these Pokemon are supposed to be animals. So how does Blastoise evolve with cannons built into his body? Cannons are like a man-made thing.
Man-made thing, yeah.
And he's supposed to be like a natural
You're-
living.
Why are you questioning it now?
I never thought about that until I've been watching it. I don't
Because
know. It's ridiculous.
Squirtle has a water gun and he uses his mouth. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, he shoots it out his mouth, and so does War Turtle. But then he turns into Blastoise, and he has cannons. How did he develop natural cannons? I don't know. It's ridiculous. Okay, I'm off on the tangent. I'm sorry.
But I mean, if they drew the cannons like flesh colored, would you be more happy?
Yes.
Like, it'd just be an adaptation.
Yes,
Okay.
but they're not flesh colored. They look like metal.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the tangent. Sorry. Let's get into
Charmander's always been my
these
favorite.
news
Yo.
stories. Who?
Charmander's always been
Yeah,
my
let's
favorite.
ask it. So, Reese, who's your favorite Pokemon?
I was not a Pokemon fan. Like, I
Oh.
watched when my brother was a kid, but I skipped over Pokemon.
Man.
You better
Sorry.
than us.
Pikachu?
Charmander.
Look, she's better than
He's
us.
just so cute, yo. It's just Char. Like, how you can just have all this emotion and relay the message by saying the same damn word over
They
and
all
over
say
again.
the same word.
And
That's
it was
their gimmick.
amazing. And it's amazing.
Not Team Rocket's.
Not Meowth.
no,
Yeah, but all the other
Yeah,
ones
he-
say the same thing.
How
Who's-
come he could talk?
They had a whole episode to explain how he could talk. I forget. I watched it though. Mike, who's your favorite Pokemon?
The legendary one, the dragon. His name was Rayquaza.
I don't
What?
even
I
know
never
who
heard of that
is.
motherfucker. What?
See, he's
I
past.
watched a movie with him once.
He watched. See, you gotta remember,
No,
Mike's younger than
It was
us,
the one with the
Yeah.
DNA one.
so he watched this recent
Uh-oh.
shit. It's like them recent Power Rangers.
No,
I'm
that's
like,
not recent. That's pretty old.
none of these Power
I mean,
Rangers count.
not
It's
for you.
only the Mighty
If you
Morphin.
say you gotta say Mewtwo if you out here like if you want me to know what you're talking about, legendary Pokemon.
Mewtwo was in that movie. No, wait. I don't know.
All right, let's get into these news stories. Spider-Man Miles Morales is returning to series. Oh, look at that. I'm old enough to be on Twitter when everybody was crying and saying that they canceled the Miles Morales book. But they didn't cancel the book. Brian Michael Bendis just left and went to DC. So they were trying to find a new writer to write the book, and they got it, and now he's getting another book. Miles Morales, Spider-Man #1. Look at that. I'll be subscribing to that.
Me too.
Were you reading Miles Morales, Reese?
Toward the end, I started reading it. But I don't understand why everybody on Twitter was complaining because nobody wanted Bendis to be writing that anyway.
I know.
It was always something with him. So I don't understand why everybody was so mad.
They I don't know, they get upset. Brian Stelfreeze is writing it as well. He's the illustrator. He's the the fuck am I trying to say?
Editor, maybe?
No, artist. He's the artist. He's doing the art. And he did Black Panther with Ta-Nehisi Coates. So he's pretty good. So yeah, that's coming back in December. Where we left off, Miles is still in the book. He's still in the Champions. I know that he was being recruited by Leonardo da Vinci for something. Which, if you've been reading, if you go all the way back to that Shield run, which I was trying to get these two characters to read, something big is about to happen with that. So we'll see what happens. But Miles is going to be a big part of it, and no, Marvel didn't forget about Miles. I don't know why people. It's like people look for things to get mad at Marvel about, and they're the only ones doing books like this. Like they're the only. Like DC doesn't have any black. What they had Cyborg. They canceled Cyborg, and that's it. I think what John Stewart. I was about Jonathan Stewart. John Stewart's in a book, but he's with the other Landers.
What about Static Shock? Does he not have a book?
No, he doesn't have a book. Lightning has a book again, but they just brought that back last year. But yeah, so Marvel is actually doing it with the people of color, the women. You still have Kamala Khan's book, Miss Marvel, the Champions are real diverse. Like it's really dope.
Riri is coming out.
Riri's getting another book. Yep.
Iron.
Shuri's getting a book. I think that's on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shuri's getting, and Killmonger's getting a book, which is our next topic. So yeah, I might as well just go to that now. So Killmonger's getting his own comic book. The series titled simply Killmonger will run for 5 issues, so it's a miniseries, with Detective Comics writer Brian Edward Hill and Green Arrow artist Juan Ferreira bringing the challenger to the throne to life. And judging by the first artwork and details offered up, it's clear the success of the MCU take a classic villain will be informing this new version. So he looks like the Michael B. Jordan version of Killmonger, which is dope.
Dope, yeah.
Let me see what it says here. It says, I guess he's going to be doing some shit. So I'll be getting that as well. 5
Because
issue
he's gonna be doing some
miniseries.
shit.
The comic stuff we'll probably get through pretty quick. Marvel throws shade at Batman wedding with Fantastic Four wedding announcement. Did you see this, Mike?
Yes. Stupid.
Oh, it's stupid?
Wow.
Why?
I'm kidding.
Because you're a Batman stan?
Stan?
Yes.
No, I just learned what that word meant. Sorry.
What do you mean? Hold on.
Hey.
Excuse me.
Yo,
What?
It's part of my research, which you didn't put in the show notes, bro.
No, you gonna get your whole time to talk about this,
my
Mike.
gosh. Okay, we'll talk about that a little bit later. Okay, we'll talk about it. I haven't even listened to either of the songs, so.
Not.
I did.
It doesn't matter. Yeah, we don't have to.
That's all right. I'll catch you up.
You have to, Mike.
Reese, are you familiar with this Eminem
MKG?
feud?
I haven't heard. I've seen it on Twitter. Like I've seen all the articles about it, but I don't know. Eminem is old. Like,
Yeah.
isn't he too old for this?
Yes.
Better than Machine Gun Kelly.
I mean, but here's the thing with Eminem. He always takes on people that have no chance to beat him.
Right.
No, he Machine Gun Kelly challenged him.
Yeah.
Started it.
That was stupid.
For him.
But anyway.
Yeah, it was.
Ben Grimm is finally going to get married to Alicia Masters. Finally. After 50 years of him not wanting to marry her because he secretly thinks that she's in love with the Thing and not Ben. And that she's blind. If she could see him, she wouldn't marry him. It's all these different things. But they finally get married. The Fantastic Four is back together. Spoiler, if you reading the book. I love them. They're awesome. Dan Slott's awesome. So, and they're trolling Batman because Catwoman left him at the altar because he's a crazy person. And
She's gonna come back.
Yeah, okay. She realizes
Did you read
Batman.
it? It was a plan by Bane. Obviously, Batman's gonna figure out what happened.
Batman is a sociopath, and Catwoman said, "I'm not dealing with this person."
No, she was manipulated by her friend who works for Bane.
Sure. Okay.
Did you not read it?
If you
It's
say
the
so.
last page of Batman number 50.
If you say so.
It is.
What do you think,
so.
Reese? You think Catwoman's going to end up marrying Bruce?
Probably not.
Thank you. See?
That's gonna get
We have an expert here to tell you that you're wrong, Batman stan.
I mean, hey, I'm not like those like toxic people that were like, threatening Tom King over anything. I'm just saying, I think that's what's gonna happen.
Okay. We'll see.
Because her roommate or friend or whatever works for Bane. Obviously, they're gonna figure it out at some point for the next 50 issues.
Okay. I might as well get this out the way now. Unfortunately, I have a bunch of DC news because they were pure shit the last week and a half.
Yeah, I saw that.
Everything that I saw with DC was pure shit besides the streaming service. So we'll start with this one. There's a picture from the Titans TV show with Dick Grayson sitting beside Jason Todd. Now, for those of you who don't know, both of them are Robins to Batman. Jason Todd ends up dying, getting killed by the Joker and being resurrected and coming back as the Red Hood. Now, In this show, Dick Grayson is Robin. He is in the Robin suit, and he's Robin. And somehow he's pissed at Batman to the point that he said, fuck Batman. And somehow this is concurrently happening with Jason Todd. Somehow Jason Todd and Dick know each other, even though Dick is still Robin. I don't understand what's going on here.
Hold on.
This would have to mean that Batman, like, Dick quit, and then Batman was like, all right, I'm getting another one, like, right now. Alfred,
Give
find
me
me
another
some
little boy.
Find me some orphan little boys, please.
But when Robin left, he went to become Nightwing. That was his whole gimmick.
Thing, right.
And that's how you can have another Robin. This is so stupid. I don't understand what this is going to do. You know what? I love superhero shit. Go ahead, Devin.
They put this shit out on Twitter like it's supposed to make sense. It says when Robin meets Robin, things can get a little awkward. No, it's not. They're not supposed to know each other until like one is like a full blown Robin, and you know Nightwing's not been Nightwing, you know, and then okay, but this looks like they're both young, and they're both like in their primes, and like Dick didn't walk away when he was in his prime.
Speaking of which,
technically he did because he started with Batman when he was like 12.
True. You're right.
Speaking of the Nightwing news, I know he's your favorite, Brandon. Did you read the most recent Batman issue?
No, I told you I'm behind. Is Nightwing in it?
You're gonna love it. Yeah, it's like Nightwing. I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but basically Nightwing comes into town to try and help Bruce, and it's basically like a parallel of like Bruce helping Dick when he was a kid and his parents died, and it keeps switching from that to Nightwing helping Bruce now, right. And it's really good. You're gonna like it.
Nightwing is everything Batman wished he could be.
Definitely.
No, it's it was the parallel though. It was like you know he was a sad little boy and was doing and being all like difficult, and Batman's basically doing the same thing right now. They just switched roles.
It's just crazy how you know Nightwing could be a full functioning adult in society, have a relationship, and still fight crime.
Yeah.
Batman can't, and Batman can't do that.
Batman is a high functioning sociopath. That's exactly what he is. Reese, did you watch the Titans trailer when it first came out?
Yes, I did.
And when you saw
How
that
did you
trailer,
feel about
what did you think?
I wasn't as mad as everybody else. I mean, I was more interested in everybody's reaction to it, because I have no opinion about this. I'm willing to wait and see. I'm just not going to get mad about anything. I'm just going to wait and see what happens because that's just the DC thing in me. I'm not going to let them make me mad anymore ever again.
They will not take your joy. They will not.
You're much better than us. Apparently, they just released a picture of all of them together, and it's so funny because, hold on, I got to share my screen so you guys will see this. This is so ridiculous. Sometimes I just like laughing at DC.
So, Reese, are you in on The Gifted? Are you going to watch The Gifted season 2?
Yes.
Oh, The Gifted is great. We love The Gifted.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. When does that come back?
Oh, my God.
In a couple
2
weeks.
Okay.
And we can shit on, damn, I forgot his name.
Marco?
No, not. Marcos is kind of trash too, but no, the guy we all hate.
Striker.
Yeah, Strucker.
Von Strucker.
Strucker.
What's his name?
Is it Turtle Beat?
Reed. Fuck Reed.
Reed.
Yeah. Do y'all see my screen?
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Look at this. Robin is in his full suit, and then the rest of them look like they just got out of high school, except
This
Starfire.
Starfire kind of looks like a prostitute. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like her costume design.
Maybe I don't know what she is. Why you gotta call her a prostitute though? Maybe she went to the club.
No, it's not what she's wearing. It's the material looks like cheap. Like it looks like they did not try hard on these. All of them. I mean, Nightwing's looks like something you'd find at one of those Halloween stores.
Nightwing looks like you would literally walk up to him, smack the shit out of him, take his mask off. And be like,
really.
What are you doing in these streets?
But like, the fabric does. I don't know. I just don't like. I don't know. I don't think any of them look good.
See, now you're a hater. I ain't.
Give him
The
time.
costume was not the problem.
I thought we were hating.
I like rational hate, not irrational hate. You're being irrational.
But yeah,
you're a hater.
I don't know. They all look like little kids, and I'm gonna give it a watch, but I'm not looking for much. So
Henry Cavil is quote unquote gone as Superman.
How?
Bizarre video he posted on his social media.
Yeah, that was really weird. Did you see
weird.
that, Reese?
No, I didn't see it.
He did this really weird video on Instagram. I don't even know what it was.
It was what was, I don't know what the song was playing. It was like one of those old like piano like pieces, but it was dogs barking instead of.
Oh, yeah, I saw that. Okay, yeah.
And he had like the toy, and it was weird.
I don't know where it went, but first of all, I don't believe that Henry Cavill's gone. I think that this is a ploy to get more money, because Mission Impossible was great, and he's about to be in The Witcher, and he's like, yeah. First of all, they're putting him on the sideline, right? So if you think about this, like he was like Green Lantern was supposed to be the start of DCEU, but we all ignored that. So the actual start was Man of Steel, and he's supposed to be like their Robert Downey Jr., right? He's supposed to be their guy. But if you think about it, Robert Downey Jr. has been in the MCU for 10 years, and he's been in a lot of movies. Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3, Avengers, Avengers 2, Avengers 3, Civil War, Spider-Man Homecoming. Like, he's in a ton of movies, right? They kept him busy. Henry Cavill, they don't have a Man of Steel on the books, which means it probably wouldn't come out until 2020 at the earliest, maybe 2021. Man of Steel came out in, 2010, 2011, something like that? So in 10 years, he'd have been in 3 movies. Like, he's probably like, I don't know why you got me here. I either going to pay me.
But I mean, the Batman BBS came out in 2016.
Man of Steel came out in 2013.
2013. Yeah. So by 2020, that'd be 7 years. So he'd be in 3 movies in 7 years. Like, they're just keeping him on retainer for what? So when you heard this, what'd you think, Reese? It was kind of a big thing on the Twitter world.
Yeah, and get out while you can, Henry Cavill. Go over to Marvel, beg them to give you something. Like, I liked Man of Steel.
Me too.
And I liked Wonder Woman. I haven't liked anything else. So, they're not doing anything with him. If there's no other Superman movie coming out, is there any other movie coming out? When is Aquaman coming out?
Aquaman comes out in December. Wonder Woman 84 is being shot now. It's almost done. So that'll be out next year. Shazam comes out next year as well.
I'm looking at his IMDb, and it says, it's wiki, and it says the upcoming movies, Justice League Part 2. Like, what?
Get out of here! No.
Yeah, whatever.
Yo, it says June of 2019.
What?
Yeah, that's wrong.
That's not
happening.
And it says
we'll get to this in a second, that these things is not happening. So then, on top of that, as soon as that came out, 10 minutes later, or 15 minutes later, there's this other article that says Warner Brothers considering replacing Henry Cavill as Superman with Michael B. Jordan.
I saw that.
So here's the thing. I would love to see Michael B. Jordan as Superman, just so like all the racist people could be mad.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Because that would be hilarious. However.
Oh, the white tears.
Those tears would be
they
so
nourish.
delicious.
I would.
But it's not going to happen. They're not going to pick him.
No, of course not.
They're not going to pick him.
No.
And
that is.
I don't even know if I wish that on him.
I don't wish that either, because that's just too much.
But that would have been just. I was like, let me click on this article so I can look at the comments. And the comments, of course, were like, "How can you make Superman black? He can't be black." And I go, "Why can't he? He's an alien. He's not even human. He could be anything. He could be blue. He could be green." And then just to troll people, I went to Comic-Con, and they had all the multiverse toys. And so then they had Earth 23 Superman, which is a black man. And so I bought that toy and then took a picture of it and put it on Twitter. And I added the people who were saying that because I thought it was funny. So
should have been like, look, they're already making merchandise.
So Reese, do you think they should? If you could pick an actor to do Superman, who would you pick?
I don't know. I like Henry Cavill, so
he looks like Superman to me. Like I can't see anybody but him.
I think he's a good Superman. I don't know why he's getting old though. So I don't know how old he is. He's like 40 something, right?
Hold on, give me a second.
Or late 30s.
He
likes
35. He is 35.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's not bad. He's much younger than Ben.
Yeah. So I don't know. I like Henry Cavill.
And on top of that, Ben is supposedly leaving too as Batman.
Good.
But I feel like, didn't we already know that?
Yep.
Like, didn't we know that after Batman versus Superman?
Here's the thing. I have joined the campaign on social media to have Jake Gyllenhaal become Batman. And I am 100% in on that one.
Wow, that is, first of all, I am shocked. That is a good cast. That is a good fantasy cast. I hope it happens.
Oh, there's a lot of good fantasy casts. One of my favorite fantasy casting is when Marvel finally brings in the Fantastic Four, having Oscar Isaac play Reed Richards. I saw a fan picture.
Not John Krasinski.
I saw a fan picture of Oscar Isaac as Reed Richards, and I can't unsee it. He's Reed Richards. He has to be Reed Richards. So, do you think Ben? Do you want to see Ben as Batman, or are you cool with somebody else, Reese?
I mean, I'm cool with somebody else. It's not. I didn't like the movie, so it's hard to look past the bad movies to him. He wasn't bad or anything. He was bad in Justice League. He wasn't bad in Batman versus Superman.
It was fat as shit. And why was he in Justice League?
He didn't do nothing in the movie.
No, so yeah, he doesn't want to be in the movie. Get somebody else. He doesn't want to be there anymore. They need to do something. I don't know what they need to do, but what they're doing isn't working. Mm-hmm. And I'm tired of it. Like keep Gal Gadot and just
Jason
throw
Momoa,
everything else away.
We're good with Jason Momoa because he definitely is Aquaman for us.
Yeah, we'll see what that movie is
we'll
like.
See. He can't really act, so I don't know how good this is going to be.
I like Jason Momoa. Come on.
So, Mike, as our resident Batman fanatic, how do you feel about this?
Nah, Ben Affleck can go if he wants. If he's gonna do what he did in Justice League for all the movies, he can leave.
Okay.
I mean, I was cool with him in Batman v Superman. I agree with the Reese. I think he was fine in Batman. It wasn't the problem with Batman v Superman, but he was boring. He didn't do anything.
So to keep up on our DC trash news, so Gizmodo did a guide, quote unquote guide, through DC's wild and uncertain film universe. So this is what they got coming up. All right, Aquaman is done. It's in the books. It'll be out in December. That's actually going to happen, December 21st. Shazam is the next film. They're done shooting that too. They're just doing reshoots now. That's scheduled to come out April 5th. All right, so that's good to go. Wonder Woman 84, they're still shooting that. That's scheduled to come out next November. They should be done that in the next month or so. So that's the only one I really have confidence in being good, because Patty Jenkins and Gal got that whole thing knocked down, and they got Kristen Wiig as Cheetah, which is going to be awesome, because I love Kristen Wiig. She was great in Ghostbusters.
Yeah, I can't wait for that movie. I'm excited about that.
Me too. And so here we go with the bullshit. Anything after what I just said, I have no faith in any of these movies actually coming out. So the next movie that's scheduled is The Flash, which was supposed to come out last year. And then they announced it as being titled Flashpoint. And then they said they changed the title from being Flashpoint. They've had 3 directors, multiple writers, multiple scripts. And now they say rumors suggest that the film is now going to strike a lighter, Back to the Future inspired tone rather than the grim material of the original Flashpoint event. So they were going to have a dark ass Flash movie. God,
why?
Stupid. All right,
Reese, how did you feel about my man, the Flash, in Justice League, running on those lightning bolts or whatever he was
Ezra
running
Miller?
on? Yeah, or skipping and whatever he was doing.
My favorite thing to do is to look at that gif of him running. It's just the gif of he runs it's so bad the way he runs. The gif of him running is it's the greatest thing ever. I look at that just like regular. I just pull that gif out every once in a while and I just watch him run like he's about to trip and fall, but he's still like run. It's so great.
It's the little gift.
Yeah, the gift that keeps on giving to me.
Yeah.
So it says maybe 2020. The next movie is actually I'm going kind of out of order, but then there's The Batman. So The Batman was supposed to be directed by Ben Affleck and written by Ben Affleck. Then he was like, I'm not doing this shit. So then he got replaced by
like
Matt.
he has serious problems right now. So
yeah, he's going through some shit. So then he got replaced by Matt Reeves, who's an actual good director.
Kingsman, right? Kingsman and X-Men First Class.
Mm-hmm. Matt Reeves is good. But Matt Reeves is still working on the script. But apparently he's got the script done. But now they have no idea who the hell is going to be Batman. So I don't know how you do a Batman movie without Batman. Also, the rumors now are that they're going to do the year one story of Batman, which I'm like, I mean, it's okay, but
for what though? Like for what? You got that in canon already. So like, why would you? I don't know.
I mean, Christopher Nolan, Batman Begins was not really year one. It was kind of his own story. Year one was a good book. No, I was talking about
Batman. I mean, they made an animated series about year one.
Oh yeah, they did do an animated year one. Yeah. Okay, so then we have this. So then we have the Joker movie, which is supposedly coming out next year. And supposedly the Joker movie is casted already. Let me get.
That's the Joaquin Phoenix one, right?
Yeah, Joaquin Phoenix.
Okay. Yeah, there's a picture of like stills from the movie.
And I think you can do a Joker movie. My problem is I don't know why you're doing a Joker origin story.
That's ridiculous.
That's just absurd.
Are they just gonna go Killing Joke on this? Like what?
The Killing Joke.
They're giving his backstory.
They're giving the origin story, not Killing Joke.
Like a whole backstory.
I know, but that was the only comic they gave anymore, unless they make a new one up.
No, they've had different stories, and there's a Joker series from the Bronze Age in the '70s where essentially every week he tells a new story himself.
Of his origin, yeah.
Of his origin, which is really weird, but. Yeah, so they're doing this origin story, which the whole point of the Joker is that he's this mysterious character that nobody knows. And so you're going to try to tell the story, and it's not going to live up to anything. Because all the things people think about the Joker, you're never going to be able to live up to that. What, he's going to be out here?
That's the thing. The thing that people loved about Heath Ledger's Joker is the fact that he kept telling different stories about who he was. Mm-hmm. So you never knew who he was. The mystery was a whole part of it. Like, I don't know what they're like. Why? I don't
gonna find out.
Apparently, his name is Arthur. It's supposed to come out in October 2019. So apparently, they're getting ready to start shooting that now. So maybe that movie will actually come out. This is how DC tricks you, right? The movie's got Joaquin Phoenix, who's great. It's being produced by Martin Scorsese, who's great. The movie has Zazie Beetz in it, who's great. It has Robert De Niro, who's great. So they tell you all these great people, and it makes you think this movie's going to be awesome. But they've tricked me before. They're not going to trick me again. They're not going to get me excited. They're not going to get me. I'm going to watch it, but they're not going to get me excited. So then, on top of that, there's supposed to be a Joker adjacent movie, another Joker movie. And it's either supposed to be a Leto Joker movie or a Harley Quinn Joker movie together.
Why?
I don't know. I don't understand this. And rumored is... Reese, you're going to love this. They're rumored that Mel Gibson will direct it.
Really?
Wow.
So here's the thing. Mel Gibson is a good director. As trash as a human being he is, he's a good director. However... You think I want Mel Gibson writing a movie about Harley Quinn and the Joker?
No.
That relationship is already problematic. Then you're going to have that dude being a director? That dude.
Hope you get raped by a pack of niggers. What? What did he just say to her? A whole pack of niggas? What? Do niggas,
whole pack.
Do niggas travel in packs now? I didn't know. Mm-mm. I hope you get raped by a whole pack of niggas. What? Man, that is the mother of your child.
I'm good on that.
I'm good on all that.
Supposedly they have this Supergirl movie coming out from the writer of Cloverfield Paradox, and it's not supposed to have anything to do with the Supergirl TV show. So then there's that. I don't understand that, but okay. I mean, I'm good. Supergirl is a bright spot for me in the TV show, so I don't think it's going to happen, but whatever. I'm not going to shit on it. Then there's the Batgirl movie, which a lot of people were excited originally when they had thought Joss Whedon was going to do it, and then Joss Whedon stepped down. He was going to write and direct the film, then he's not directing the film. And then he was replaced by the Birds of Prey screenwriter Christina Hodson as the writer for the film. So apparently they're working on this film, but there's no production, there's no nothing. Then you have the Green Lantern Corps movie.
Right.
Which I was excited for because it was supposed to focus on Jon Stewart, which would have been awesome. And then I heard that they're going forward this movie, and there were rumors that they would have Tom Cruise play Hal Jordan.
He's like 2 feet tall. Like really?
Hey, if we get some Tom Cruise running, I don't care.
I love Tom Cruise, but come on.
So that movie, it can't. Here's the thing. As bad as the DC movies are, it's not going to be worse than the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds. So it was supposed to come out in 2020. That's in 2 years.
And Tom Cruise is almost 60, right?
Yes.
Like, they better get moving.
Yes, they need to get moving. And so then there's the Cyborg movie. And
I heard that was canceled.
Yes, because Ray Fisher just came out and said a Cyborg movie would be way too expensive, which is why even say you're going to do a Cyborg movie. And then also Cyborg is going to be in Doom Patrol on the DC streaming service, which is, they have no idea what they're doing.
How is a Cyborg movie too expensive? Too expensive for what?
It makes no sense. You're trying to bring logic into this, Reese. There's no logic into any of this. So then you have all the other movies. You have this Nightwing movie that's supposed to be done by the dude who did Lego Batman. They have a Harley Quinn solo movie. They have a Birds of Prey movie, which was originally supposed to be Catwoman, Black Canary, and Huntress. And then it was...
Wait a second. Mm-hmm. I'm sorry. There's supposed to be a Joker movie, a Joker and Harley Quinn movie, and a Harley Quinn movie.
And a Birds of Prey movie with Harley Quinn in it, with Huntress and Black Canary. Then there was a Gotham City Sirens movie, which was supposed to be Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, and Catwoman, who was supposed to be directed by David Ayers, who did Suicide Squad. These are all things that they've announced out of nowhere. Oh, okay. And then they have the Ava movie. So Ava signed on with Warner Brothers. She's supposed to be doing New Gods, but you haven't heard anything about that. Then then Dwayne Johnson has been Black Adam since 5 years.
That's who I'm worried about. He's been waiting. He's been doing those. He's been doing like really bad movies, like waiting for that movie to come
white man
out.
Movies, yes.
Yeah.
Skyscraper.
What was that? Yeah, Skyscraper. That terrible movie. Oh, and that movie with the monkey, like, is it a monkey or an ape or something like that?
Oh yeah, Rampage.
Yeah, like give him that Black Adam movie so he can stop doing that stuff. Oh,
and then
he's been waiting for that forever. Like he was been waiting for that since before Shazam.
And apparently he's not anywhere in Shazam unless they're going to surprise us with an after credit scene. And
they made a whole Shazam movie before they put out Black Adam. Okay.
And then lastly, there's supposed to be an outside the DCEU film of Booster Gold. So
who the fuck? I'm sorry.
I don't care about Booster Gold.
Yeah. If Mike, you watched the animated series.
Booster Gold is entertaining.
He was the one. I don't want to watch a 2.5-hour movie on him.
So
like, some guy that knows he's an asshole and tries to make up for it, like the whole movie.
He's like a failure, and he's like trying, and he's a failure in the present day too. He's a failure, and he's totally the supporting character, not star movie material.
So,
just throw him in Legends and like keep it moving.
Hey, that would be awesome.
That'd be so awesome. And he has a big relationship with Homie and what's Homie's name from Legends? Fuck.
Firestar?
No. The dude, the lead. Well, he was the lead, but he got taken over. Rip Hunter. Yeah, Rip Hunter and Booster Gold have like books together.
Oh wow.
All right. So, who's excited for the DCEU?
Never have been.
Nobody.
No
one. Okay.
Really excited.
Mike, more Batman movies, right?
So let's get to some news that came out yesterday that I saw that Mike may not have seen. That shows how people actually do the thing well. Loki and Scarlet Witch and other Marvel heroes are getting their own TV series on the Disney streaming service. And they're using the actual actors and actresses from the films. So Tom Hiddleston is going to be Loki in the TV show. Elizabeth Olsen is going to be Scarlet Witch in the TV show. Each series is expected to include 6 to 8 episodes. Marvel Studios will produce the shows, and Kevin Feige, the guru of all the MCU, is expected to take a hands-on role. This is how you run a studio. This Disney streaming service is supposed to be so good. It's gonna be.
I bet
it's gonna be so good. So
I was already going to get it. They didn't have to do all this.
Mm-hmm. The company has already announced high-profile projects, including Star Wars live-action series, overseen by Jungle Book director Jon Favreau, a show based on High School Musical, and a live-action Lady and the Tramp film. The company also plans to offer several new releases when it launches its live-action Dumbo film. Many of these projects are expensive. Best Star Wars series will reportedly cost $100 million, and the movies are expected to carry budgets north of $25 million. However, Disney has to spend big to make its impression. Netflix's main rival has 125 million subscribers globally and has lured top talent like Ryan Murphy, American Horror Story, and Kenyon Burrs from Blackish, and Shonda Rhimes from Scandal and Grey's Anatomy to its platform for record-setting deals.
So basically, Netflix and the DC streaming service are going to go out of business.
No, Disney's not going to put Netflix
Disney
out of business.
No, I think they can all exist together.
Yeah.
Yes. But Disney's taking all their shit from Netflix, all their new shit.
Yeah, that's the only reason I have Netflix. So.
What are you talking about? You know how many good shows are on Netflix? You're missing out.
Yeah, but I don't have the time to watch all those shows. I'm
don't
still
do shit.
I'm still on Luke Cage season 2. I'm in the middle of it. I haven't even finished it yet.
Me either. I'm about to binge that this weekend.
Me, I haven't.
Next week.
I'm gonna finish it, then Jessica Jones, and then because I heard Iron Fist was good, but I like to watch them in order. Although I just heard that the Defenders got canceled, so like I'm annoyed now.
And then they dropped that fucking Captain Marvel trailer.
What the fuck was that, man? That shit was so good. Oh,
I can't wait to see this fucking movie. Reese,
yo,
when you saw the trailer, what were you thinking?
It was. I didn't have any words. It was so good. I was at work, like in front of one of my supervisors, like on my phone, like watching the trailer. Like it was so. I was like, oh my god, I'm so excited for this movie. I can't even.
The trailer got
wait.
me excited. Like, it got me more excited than I already was. Like, I didn't know how excited I would be to see a young Nick Fury and a young Colt. Yo, like, Brandon, you told me about the technology, but like,
you see Samuel Jackson?
See him,
they have a time
Samuel
machine.
Jackson with hair.
They have a time machine. I'm convinced.
like,
Also, they got an Oscar-winning actress to play Carol Danvers. They making her the most powerful Avenger there is. They show her going binary in the damn trailer, which means she's going to be ridiculous. They got her the helmet. I think eventually she's going to get the mohawk. Like, then this is just a teaser trailer. Like, it's just so good. And
it was so much.
Mike, what did you think about the trailer when you saw it?
It was great. Same as all of you. You know, I'm very excited. I watched it on the way to work in the car and definitely almost got into some car accidents, but I didn't, and so it was worth it.
Samuel L. Jackson, Brie Larson, Clark Gregg, Jude Law, like, yo, they are not.
They got Jude Law to play a fucking villain.
They are not playing in this film. They are not playing. This film is going to be so good. It comes out on International Women's Day, of course. Brilliant marketing.
March, whatever. Yeah, it's fucking
brilliant. They're going to do. This movie's going to make so much money. It's going to be so good. There's no possible way this movie's bad. There's zero possibility. But, of course, whenever there's something involving a person of color or a woman, the Twitter trolls come out. So I don't know if you guys saw this, but on Twitter today, or I don't know if it was today or yesterday, some dude decided that the pictures, the images they released from the trailer didn't show Carol smiling enough. So they photoshopped a smile on her face.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Because women are supposed to be smiling all the time.
That is trash.
So they took all the images released and they photoshopped smiles on it. And then they said, much better. Because
she wasn't smiling enough.
Because she wasn't
like,
smiling
what was
enough.
Okay.
That's what they got out of that. Everybody else is fucking partying about this trailer, and these dudes go, they're not smiling enough for me. I need more smiles. Let me see if I can find this so you can see it.
That's just.
Yes,
it's hard to navigate this world.
Let me see if I can click this. Okay.
Come along with me.
Where's Twitter? Where's screen? Okay, share screen. Okay, can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Affirmative.
Okay. Here it is right here. I fixed it.
Why would you do that though?
Why would she be smiling in any of those scenes?
Yeah, exactly.
She
It's like
wouldn't.
in intense situations.
People are horrible. Look at this. 201 retweets, 854 likes. Who are these people? Like, what? Like, what is
They just
wrong
needed
with
to
people?
see her smile.
What is wrong with people?
Okay.
I need this woman to smile. Oh my God, it's the worst. It's just the God worst. But yeah, I love how they did the period piece. But they set the period piece by having the blockbuster video.
Yes, that was so good.
Also, it's interesting to see how they're gonna play this because that shit like it was happening in America, and nobody talked about Captain Marvel in the MCU. So I don't know if this was like some secret shit that Sam Jackson, that Nick Fury knew about and didn't tell nobody.
Probably.
So I want to see how they play that. But
Yo, is he losing an eye in this movie or what?
oh, you think he's gonna lose the eye in this movie? That's
we
interesting.
have to. He got to.
He
lose
said
the eye.
what did he say in Iron Man that he lost his eye? The last time he trusted
Trusted
somebody,
somebody.
he lost his eye.
I wonder
So
if it's Captain
Carol.
Marvel there.
Yeah.
no, it's not going to be Carol. Also,
Coulson.
we saw this black woman in the film,
Kelly.
and she's playing what is her name in the movie? Something Rambo, I think her name.
Monica.
Is. No, it's not Monica. I think the woman that's in the movie, I think she's playing Monica's
her
mother.
mother.
Yeah, she's playing
Yeah.
Monica's mother. I forget the name they gave her in the film. But she's playing Monica's mother in the film, which means we're definitely going to get Spectrum at some point in this MCU.
That is crazy.
And Spectrum is ridiculously powerful too, and I am here for all of this. All of it. And this movie has a $152 million budget. So they're not sparing any expenses with this film.
Reese, how'd you feel when you saw Kelly?
I love all of it. I'm way too excited about this. Like it won't be bad. Like this movie cannot be bad. Like she would have to come on screen and just literally take a shit for me to be upset with this movie.
They haven't even put out a bad movie since, I would say, Age of Ultron was their worst movie.
No,
in
they haven't put out
history.
any bad movies. Like
I'm saying the last time they put out a movie that
The hype.
that was even questionable was Age of Ultron. After that, no one really. It's not even been a topic of debate.
yeah, but Marvel has raised the bar so high that people think Age of Ultron is a bad movie, which is
No, it's not a bad
Age of
movie. It's
Ultron
just
is better
by
than any
comparison.
DC movie except Wonder Woman. All of them.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'm just saying, I'm comparing. If you compare it to only the Marvel movies, they haven't put out a bad movie since Age of Ultron.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm explaining this correctly. You know what I'm trying to say?
So
We got you, Mike.
we all watch a lot of TV. Reese watches TV. Me and Devin, Mike. Did you guys watch the Emmys?
Never.
I don't really like award shows. It's boring.
I kind of watched it. Like
Me
I
too.
flipped back and forth between other things.
So let's go over some of these winners because we are a TV and movie review show. Outstanding drama. The nominees were Westworld, Stranger Things,
Ooh,
This Is Us,
Aaron Paul. Are you gonna say it?
The Handmaid's Tale, The Crown,
Handmaid's Tale?
and The Americans. And the winner was Game of Thrones.
Hold on, what?
Game of Thrones won. Outstanding drama. Outstanding lead actress. The nominees were Claire Foy in The Crown, Tatiana Maslany from Orphan Black, and Elizabeth Moss from The Handmaid's Tale, Sandra Oh from Killing Eve, Kerry Russell from The Americans, and Eve Rachel Wood from Westworld, and Claire Foy run from The Crown.
I heard that's good.
Outstanding lead actor. This one pissed me off. Jeffrey Wright from Westworld. He's fucking awesome. Oh, he's so good in that show. You watch Westworld, Reese? Oh,
Aaron Paul.
You gotta watch Westworld. Ed Harris from Westworld. Sterling K. Brown from This Is Us. Jason Bateman from Ozark, and Matthew Rice from The Americans, and Matthew won.
From what? Matthew from what?
The Americans. Listen, Sterling K. Brown in This Is Us will make you cry.
Man, I've cried several times. God damn it, I've cried several times.
Now, this one I was proud of. Outstanding supporting actress in the drama. Lena Headey from Game of Thrones. That's Cersei. Okay. Millie Bobby Brown from Stranger Things.
Okay.
Ann Dowd from The Handmaid's Tale. Vanessa Kirby from The Crown. Yvonne Strahovski from The Handmaid's Tale. Alexis Bledel from The Handmaid's Tale. And Thandie Newton from Westworld. And Thandie Newton won.
Yeah, I was happy to see that.
I was happy to see that too.
That's awesome. She's great.
Outstanding supporting actor. You got Nikolai Coster-Waldau from Game of Thrones. He plays
Jamie Lannister.
Jamie Lannister, yeah. Peter Dinklage from Game of Thrones. Manny Patinkin from Homeland. I love Manny Patinkin. I didn't watch this last season of Homeland, though. I need to watch it. David Harbour from Stranger Things. Matt Smith from The Crown. Joseph Fiennes from The Handmaid's Tale. Peter Dinklage won.
That's some bullshit.
Who'd you think should have won?
Not Tyrion.
You don't like Tyrion?
No, I like Tyrion, but he was not the best. Like, he was not it in that show for that season. For season 7?
Oh, for season 7, yeah. No, he wasn't.
Lifetime Achievement Award, though. You know what I mean? Sometimes you got to get that Lifetime Achievement.
He's won before. He's won like 2 times before.
Yeah, he's won before. Outstanding lead actor in a limited series. Darren Criss won for the assassination of Gianni Versace. Outstanding lead actress in a limited series. Regina King won for 7 seconds.
What? People did love her.
Outstanding supporting actress in a limited series. Merritt Weaver from Godless. I don't know this Godless show. Outstanding limited series TV, The Assassination of Gianni Versace. Outstanding comedy. Okay, so I'm not going to tell you who won, Devin, but these are the nominees. Atlanta, Barry, Blackish, Curb Your Enthusiasm, Glow, Silicon Valley, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, and The Marvelous Miss Maisel. Who do you think won?
Shit. Oh, man. I want to say, what was hold on, what's the other black shows?
Atlanta and Blackish.
Blackish and Atlanta. I wanted to be Atlanta, but like I know it's not. So I'm gonna go. I hope it's not Glow because I hated that bitch on Glow. I hated her. But who won?
The Marvelous
Miss Maisel.
I knew it. Amazon is too strong, man. Fuck them, yo.
Did you watch any of those shows, Reese?
No, I have not watched The Marvelous Miss Maisel.
I want to watch it.
I heard it was good.
I want to give it a chance. I want to give it a chance.
Yeah, I mean everybody loves it. I mean, obviously it won. So
I'll probably give it a chance.
First of all, Curb Your Enthusiasm won.
You know me. I am the Curb fan. Love Curb. Yeah. Love it. Outstanding lead actress Rachel Brosnahan from The Marvelous Miss Maisel won, but Pamela Alden from Better Things, Issa Rae was nominated, Tracy Ellis Ross was nominated. So that's good. They got nominations.
That's good.
They got respect. Issa Rae's great and Insecure though. Tracy Ellis Ross is unbelievable in Blackish though. I love her.
Yeah, she deserves a win. She deserves a lifetime achievement.
Yes. Yeah. Outstanding lead actor in a comedy: Anthony Anderson, Blackish, Ted Danson, The Good Place, Larry David, Donald Glover, Bill Hader, and William H. Macy. Bill Hader won.
I've never heard of that show.
Bill's on HBO.
Yeah.
I've never heard it either.
Barry.
Let's skip to some different ones. Here we go. Atlanta got a lot of nominees. Brian Tyree Henry got nominated for Best Supporting Actor in a Comedy.
ZZ got one for Supporting Actress in a Comedy.
So, yeah, it's good to see some diversity in the nominations. Thandie Newton won, which was good. So, hopefully they keep doing this. And Regina King won, so get some recognition. I'm happy for that.
Yeah, and all 4 of the guest actors were black actors. So,
Mm-hmm.
but that wasn't on TV. That was like the night before.
So yeah, that's definitely dope. That's dope as shit. I'm happy for that. All right, we're about to get out of here. Let's get to these last couple stories. So MoviePass has a competitor. Are you a MoviePass subscriber, Reese?
No, I didn't even. I thought it died.
It's on Lifeline. It's on life support.
I canceled mine. It's gone.
So Mike, have you heard of
Have you really canceled?
Yeah, I did cancel it. Well, I didn't renew it.
No, because I heard that people were canceling their subscriptions, but they weren't really canceled, so they were still getting charged.
Oh,
Like
well,
MoviePass wouldn't release them.
I just didn't pay for it. So I mean, if I have it, I haven't paid for it.
So they still it's still working okay. You get to see 3 movies a month for $9.99 a month. So there's a rival called Cinemia, and this is what we talked about all the time. Like we talked about this on the show. They have a full unlimited plan, and it's $30 a month, which makes sense.
It makes sense.
Makes perfect sense. That's sustainable, relatively sustainable. $10 a month was never sustainable. And guess what, Mike? On top of that, they even have another plan.
Is it IMAX? Hold on, is it IMAX?
That's what I'm about to tell you. They have another plan that allows you to watch. You can add it's an add-on to it for $12, where you can watch up to 3 IMAX movies a month.
Wait, it's $12 more a month, or just?
Yes, $12 more.
So it's like
$42 a month.
That's too much.
It depends how much you go to the movies.
But only, and then, like, you're not gonna want to see that many movies in IMAX. I mean,
you go to movies twice, it's already paid for itself where we live, Mike.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, that's true.
Like that. Yeah, that's 2 IMAX movies for me.
And I definitely go to the movies twice a month, more than that. But I get screeners for a lot of them. But when I don't get to the screeners, yeah, I gotta pay. So
but this thing about it is like, if we had just put our minds together and found some venture capitalists, we could be making this money right now because we have the same.
Sorry,
the same
Devin.
money.
Our time will come. Don't worry. I got some ideas.
I bet you do have some ideas.
I got some changes I gotta make at this. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
$1 million, making $1 million moves. I'm saying, I'm digging that.
Oh, I just saw some new news pop up. Wonder Woman writer developing female Marvel superhero series at ABC.
Okay.
All right.
Come through that Disney money.
I'm in.
It always clears. That Disney money always clears.
I hope it's Miss Marvel, because that was a rumor before that she was getting a TV series.
Yeah, that would be really cool.
That would be really cool.
That's good live action. That would be really good live action.
So
because you can see that hate, you can feel that hate, Palpatine, and it's be palpable. It's like, you really hate this little. you can really feel they hate this little Indian girl. What
my gosh, how did I miss this? Devin, I know you saw this.
Was it Aaron Paul was cast in Westworld?
LeBron James.
Yes.
Are you related to Aaron Paul?
Yes,
I
are related.
Ryan Coogler and LeBron James team up for Space Jam.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I read that.
Nigga, I can't.
I was hyped too. I was hyped.
Space Jam's a terrible movie if you go back and watch it.
It is.
Like, it's a horrible movie. But I think LeBron James, I already think he's better than Jordan.
Oh, I saw this.
See, this is my better than Jordan agenda, because
let's do it. I'm ready. You know I'm here with you.
He gonna make a movie better than Jordan. There's no argument.
Damn right.
He's already a better person than Michael Jordan. Although
way better.
I met Michael Jordan once. Did I ever tell you?
Yes, you told the story on the show.
Okay, never mind that.
Go ahead and say it again. I didn't mean to crush your dreams. You met him at a tournament, right?
Yeah. So I live in Pittsburgh. My parents live in Pittsburgh, and when I lived there, Mario Lemieux would hold this tournament in the city. It was a celebrity golf tournament at this country club. And my dad likes golf, and he likes all the sports players, a lot of them. So we would go, and at the end of the tournament, on the last day, all the celebrities, all the players, they would line up and sign stuff for you. So like I would wait there, and I got like Mario Lemieux to sign stuff, and Michael Jordan was there, and a bunch of players. They would sign whatever, and so they were all very friendly, except for Michael Jordan. He was so mean. I was like, "Oh, Michael Jordan, it's a pleasure to meet you, Mr. Jordan. Thank you for signing." And he just like ignored me. He was like, "Whatever, all right."
Oh, you didn't want to be like Mike when you grew up, but you are Michael. So, guess what? You grew up to be like Mike.
Yeah, but I'm not coordinated. You should see when I tried to play basketball.
Trying to get you out of there on the hot seat.
I tried it in 8th grade. Now, every 8th grader was automatically placed on the varsity team. I was not. I was placed on the 7th grade team. My points for the season were 8. So.
Hey, Mike, you don't have to tell people like that might see you in this shit. Okay.
It's hilarious. It's fun.
Look, I'll tell you about my 8th grade story making the basketball team. I literally ran one suicide and I didn't do anything else and I made the team. Because I was that much faster than everybody else. And I scored a whopping 4 points in the season because guess what? I didn't go to practice. And the one assist I had was to my best friend because I missed a layup. I mean, like I thought I was going to dunk the basketball and I missed the layup. And he kind of dunked it in, so because he was better than me. But yeah, that was my one, time at playing basketball. I'm not good at basketball, I'm sure. Brandon was tall.
There's a reason I rode in school and didn't do anything else.
Rode. See, first of all, you're living a whole different life. Yes.
Yeah,
you're living a whole different life. Yeah.
I did. I rode boats.
He's from that life, Reese.
Yeah,
he lives that life. Yes.
Okay.
No, yeah. You heard it right. You heard it, Mike.
Privileged life.
That's crew, baby. Mike, don't you get on here and forget your roots. It's crew. Don't say you rode.
A lot of people don't get it. A lot of people don't get it when I say that.
Fuck them people.
No, I know what crew is.
Yeah, we know what crew is. What do you think we are?
I don't know. People make fun of me when I say crew.
No, you say crew because that's where your roots is. I was on crew, y'all. Boats and hoes, yo.
The last story is about Riot Games, which is a gaming company that, you guessed it, has a shitty culture, especially when it comes to women.
What do they make? I never even heard of them.
Riot Games, they made League of Legends.
Oh,
yeah.
Despite promises, they had an article a while back, and so this just came out recently. Despite promises of culture change at League of Legends developer Riot Games, nearly 24 current and former employees remain unconvinced. Sources tell Kotaku's Cecilia D'Anazio they've reported multiple men in leadership positions at Riot to the company's HR or consultants for alleged harassment and other issues, but the men continue to work there. In a normal company, you see people put on leave while investigations happen, a current employee told the outlet. You'd expect to see more people stepping down and taking full responsibility. There seems to be a subtext that leadership would very much like to remain in charge. There's an unspoken assumption that even though they're the ones who created this mess, they should somehow be allowed to stick around and clean it up. So here's the thing. The bare minimum is to say, you're going to go on paid leave while we investigate this. Like, that's what everyone does. That's what all the trash companies do. They can't even do that. They're just like, just show up to work. Like, whatever. Who cares? Scott Gelb is the Riot Chief Operating Officer, and he's one of the men employees accused of misconduct. Chief Operating Officer, COO. 3 sources told Kotaku they saw him touching men's genitalia, a.k.a. ball tapping. 5 reportedly saw him fart near or on male employees. After a while, one person said his behavior just became normal. The ball grabbing and things like that was absolutely well known across the board. Another source said, everyone who did it, some people who thought it was funny, some of us looked at it and thought, this is really how you want to do this, but he got promoted. It was well known he did this and no one stopped it. So here's the thing. Here's another thing. Because of patriarchy and how men treat women, when men do this shit to other men, no one takes it serious.
Nobody.
Because they think you're like weak or you're a punk or whatever because of the society that we created.
You got one time to do some ball tapping to me in my workplace, and I'm fucking you up. Like, one time. They say it became normal, bro. That's crazy.
Last month,
I thought that's just what guys like
to
do.
Your voice is
my God.
No, guys don't like to do that. So like I said, white dudes do that shit, but it's not cool at work. Like, I've seen white dudes do it at like a college campus, like a frat party or some shit, but not at work.
Right.
Last month, Kotaku published a large feature detailing an 8-month-long investigation into Riot Games' alleged sexist bro culture. Women there claimed they were passed up for promotions, hit on, talked over during meetings, and systematically disadvantaged in general. Riot apologized and promised to change. It's now working to expand its diversity and inclusion initiative, and it's hired strategy and leadership expert Francis Frey to help with the cultural transformation. About 30 employees have left Riot over the past month. God damn, 30 people in one
That's
month?
a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot of people.
Jeez.
Yeah.
How big are they? Do we know?
I don't know. While departures are likely unrelated to the company's recent trouble, several employees have reportedly resigned. Riot is currently working with a law firm to investigate all the allegations. The firm apparently has a reputation as a union buster and is considered an expert in class action lawsuits. When asked if this represents a conflict of interest, Ryan said, "We are working with Severus Shaw, a highly reputable employment law firm that has an history of working with a variety of clients and cases." So they're working with the people who are against employees. This is ridiculous. "They will support us and hold us accountable to the promises we made." Sure they will. Meanwhile, the company's president, CEO, and COO said they will step down by the end of 2019 if things don't improve. No, you won't. Non-Riot board members will apparently make the call, but some sources tell Kotaku the execs are being overly generous to themselves. "The people at the top are way too insulated," said one former employee. "Most people get a 3-month performance improvement plan before they get fired." Okay. So, another trash gaming organization. Who's surprised? The whole culture of gaming is that bro, sexist, bullshit, dude bro shit. So, of course.
But to have a real live workplace like that is, it seems like it's far-fetched, but it is the world we created. I mean, definitely by, letting bro culture, become into your corporate offices, man. That's wild.
Mike, you got anything else for us?
Yes.
What's
Aaron
up?
Paul is in Westworld. I've been trying to say that for
Who the fuck is
minutes.
Aaron Paul?
He was in Breaking Bad. God.
I never
look,
watched
Mike,
He was
before
Jesse Pinkman. Also, I never got to have my M&M.
No, yeah, that's what I say, Mike.
Oh,
you got
okay,
the
go
floor.
ahead, Mike.
Mike,
okay.
give it. No, Mike, you're gonna do this. You're gonna talk about some white rappers, and you're gonna love it.
Also, it's very interesting that Mike decides to pay attention when it's two white dudes.
Okay, I knew you were going to say
You
I
see?
just want to say,
We're hip to it. We know what's going on here.
I love Kendrick. I just feel like
Don't say that. That sounds like you got black friends.
never mind. I do like Eminem, though, but I hate Machine Gun Kelly.
What, man? What? My man was on Bad Boy, man. Did he sign him? Bad Boy, take that.
Oh yeah, you got. Okay, hold on. Actually, I want to ask you guys a question about this. All right, so I guess.
Mike, tell everybody what you're talking about.
All right,
Do
so
that
there's this rap feud now between MGK and Machine Gun Kelly.
Get closer to the mic. You sound like you're 1,000 feet away.
All right, sorry, I was leaning back. All right, you guys hear me?
Yes.
We got you.
All right, there's this rap feud between Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem, and it started apparently way back in 2012, where Eminem's daughter, who I'm just gonna say it because I don't think Eminem's gonna come after me. She's very attractive. Also,
she's very attractive.
She's my age though, yeah. So whether she was 16 at the time, but I would have been either 16 or 17, so I could say that. But Machine Gun Kelly, put out this tweet in 2012, and he was like, he's not significantly older. I think he's like 7 to 10 years older. I don't know exactly, but he's older than her. And she was 16, and he was talking about how hot she was, and which, I mean, to be honest, it's probably not. It's whatever. Eminem didn't like that, and then he apparently, according to MGK, he was talking all this. I don't know what actually. No one knows what really happened, what Eminem did, but I'm sure you guys have heard Eminem's new album Kamikaze.
No, I haven't heard it.
No.
You've heard about it though.
No, I haven't even heard about it. Didn't even know it existed.
Okay, well, 2 weeks ago, he released this surprise album where he just attacked everybody who said bad things about him. And there's one line about Machine Gun Kelly in one of the songs.
Uh-huh.
So Machine Gun Kelly is trying to capitalize on this.
What did he say?
So he released this whole song called Rap Devil, which is against his song Rap God, where he just attacks Eminem. It was pretty bad though. It was really it had a catchy beat, but his insults were terrible, and half the time he was complimenting him. There's a line where Machine Gun Kelly's like, "We all know you're the greatest of all time." It's very.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's like, I don't know. He makes fun of his beard, and it's just not. It's not good. And it's he's very obviously trying to capitalize on this whole thing. He is opening up apparently for Fall Out Boy right now, and he was at Fall Out Boy's concert, and he had apparently he posted this picture with everyone with their middle finger up, and he's wearing the Eminem the album artwork for Eminem's response to Rap Devil Killshot, and he's like, screw you. And then a bunch of the comments are like, dude, I was at the show. This is not your show. This is Fall Out Boy's show. no one, and they were booing him on stage after he tried to perform Rap Devil in front of everybody. And Eminem, in response, released this really brutal. The first half wasn't that good, but the second half was really brutal track against Machine Gun Kelly. He attacked Machine Gun Kelly. He attacked Diddy. He implicated.
Okay.
Okay, here's my question. I don't know very much.
Is he still called Diddy?
I guess.
I mean, you call him Puff Daddy, baby. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Here's
Take
my
that.
question. There's a line in there that caused a whole lot of problems for Eminem in the diss track, because there's a line where Eminem goes, "The day you put out a hit is the day that Diddy admits to putting the hit out on Pac." I don't understand what happened there.
No, that's real though. That's funny stuff. That's funny
happened?
stuff.
Did that happen?
No, but it's allegedly. We don't know. But that's hilarious.
The track, the Eminem's response, that line was a little weird. I didn't get it, but everything else.
So this is what white people are going crazy about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, so just while we're here, Machine Gun Kelly was a heroin addict for 2 years.
I mean, Eminem did a lot of hard drugs.
I cannot tell you who Machine Gun Kelly is. Like,
no, that's the thing though.
He's the one white guy that used to be that rap with Diddy, and he got signed in 2011 with Bad Boy.
Yeah, Bad Boy was like nothing back then.
Nothing.
2011. That was not when Photo was going.
Because I guess when these like rappers fight each other, they're not supposed to like make money off of it. It's like a personal thing. So like Machine Gun Kelly, his thing is like all over iTunes and Spotify, and Eminem just released it for free on this like streamer, which I'd never even heard of. And he's like trying to perform it. He's embarrassed.
Is that really a rule? Did Nas not make any money off of Ether?
That's crazy.
Yeah, Mike doesn't know what he's talking about.
I don't know. That's what I read.
Mike did research. He probably read some white people talk about this.
I do know 2 Machine Gun Kelly songs. That Wild Boy joint go. That was his first little song. I think Waka Flocka was on that joint. That's pretty much Machine Gun Kelly's.
Like Eminem? I don't know.
I liked Eminem when I was younger, but listening to him now, I'm like, I can't.
His music doesn't hold up. Yeah.
He's white now.
That's why he made that new album. You should listen to it. I thought it was pretty good.
I'm not.
But I didn't like his other stuff.
Okay, so this is what happens, Mike. You have phases in your life where you like certain people's music for different reasons, and once those artists start to evolve at the same rate you are, you just let them go by the wayside and be like, hey, we had a good time. I might pick the album up and reminisce, but their time is done. And Eminem had a lot of lyrics that were, I guess, grabby and attention grabbing for other people. But if you listen to those lyrics, not for me. Not for me. I'm not crazy. I don't want to hurt anybody.
Neither do I.
Well, go back and listen to that little I'm Slim Shady stuff, and you'll be like wanting to hurt somebody. Or somebody did something wrong to you. Nobody's wronged me like that, Mike. I'm not hurt. I like some happy music. I like my manager in the background with a shiny suit on, you know what I mean? Doing this 1-2 step, you know what I'm saying? Bad boy, take that. That's how I like my music. I mean, but yeah, good job, Mike.
I tried. Never mind.
No.
This is the last time I get involved in the rap.
No, hey, look, you don't want any of this rap beef, son. You know what I mean? Mike, you spit knowledge again this week,
I was so
Mike.
lost when you were talking about Drake and Meek Mill. I like Drake though. I don't listen to Meek Mill.
You know what? And then me and Brandon are entering an age where we can't listen to Drake anymore because we can't respect a man like that. So
I have heard by Meek Mill. It's called Dreams and Nightmares.
First of all, that's a classic, boy.
I like
hanging around some black. I'm about to say
it's aggressive though. I kind of like it though.
And first of all, look. Mike, you will see me on Friday or Saturday, and we will play some Meek Mill for you so you can get hype.
Yes.
All right, I'm sick of this shit.
That.
Wrap it up.
Like that. He's better at rap than I am, or he's more into rap than I am.
Listen, all right, I'm going to end the show on some good news that we all can be happy about. Roseanne Connor will die of an overdose on a TV show.
Dope.
Shit.
Hey, we out. Wrap it up, ladies and gentlemen.
That's a great way for that character to die.
We did it. I can't believe it. Hey, but she's still getting paid, so she ain't all mad.
Yeah, I mean,
but she was mad.
You can't fix all that, but at least she gets to. Yeah. At least she'll overdose on some heroin and die.
It came full circle.
So before we get out of here, Reese, tell everybody what you got coming up this week on your show and where they can find your show.
My next episode comes out on Thursday. It's Saved by the Bell episode, so everybody should listen to that. Just search for the Introverted Nerd Watches I'm everywhere. Apple Podcasts, iTunes, Stitcher, everywhere. So search for that. And follow me on Twitter because I don't know. I don't do anything on Twitter. I live tweet all my stuff. So if you want to see me live tweet and go crazy about The Walking Dead, follow me on Twitter. That's what I'm doing on Twitter.
I follow her on Twitter and it's funny. So definitely follow her on Twitter. Definitely listen to her show. Thank you so much for coming on with us. It was so much fun.
Black Lightning review. We see it in your future. You're coming on for the show.
You got to come back for Black Lightning.
Tobias Well. That's my man.
Yes. We love that man's racism. It's so good.
Oh, man. So good.
That racism is so good. Oh, by the way, before we get out, so what do you think about, are you a fan of Anissa or are you a hater of Anissa?
Oh, no. We got another one. We
got another one. Yes.
I want to like Anissa. Like,
We all
she's a
did.
cool character,
Yes.
but that girl cannot act.
Yes, thank you.
So
Thank
bad.
you. Oh,
Like, E = MC squared will go down in history as like one of the worst things ever. But
She's so bad.
hopefully she'll be better.
I hope
And,
she gets better. China acts circles around her. When they're in the scene together, it's not even close.
it's not.
She has her moments too, but oh god, Anissa.
Oh.
My poor baby. And she's from Philadelphia too. Come on, girl. You gotta rep Philadelphia better than that.
Look, Mike, I know you from Pennsylvania technically, but Philly down the street. You know what I mean?
That's not Pennsylvania.
Pittsburgh
But that's,
and Philly don't like each other very much.
He's from
No.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pittsburgh and Philly don't get
it's not
along.
even
Although my
close. It's
sister goes to
outside the
school in
state.
Philly. I go there a lot of times.
I mean, I just say down the street, like, the same state. But,
Well,
I
I mean,
was trying to-
it's closer to here than it is.
It's closer
like,
to
I
Ohio,
go-
right?
Oh, yeah. Pittsburgh is like 20 minutes from Ohio.
Yeah, it's basically Ohio.
It is
But we
basically
hate Ohio, though, too. We're very proud people.
Yeah, okay.
We
So
are.
go listen to the Introverted Nerd Watches podcast. It's awesome. Go follow Reese on Twitter. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, anywhere you get your podcast app. Spotify as well. Leave us a 5-star review. It helps us out a lot. Next week we'll have Tim from CBR on. What the hell is that?
Fire.
back it up. They want us to back it up.
Yeah,
So
next
who we
week we'll
got?
have Tim from CBR on to talk about all the good nerd stuff again. And a few weeks after that, we'll have Cam from the PW Torch to talk some pro wrestling again. So we got a lot of guests coming up soon. But thank you guys for listening, and we'll be back soon.